Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to
Hi,
the
everyone.
Hoefessional
Hi.
Podcast. If you're watching for the first time, my name is Lisa Idis.
My name is Kitty Mihai.
Jessie Baby, aka Jess the Goat.
This is a judgment-free podcast. Girl on girl talk.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Filthy talk. Juicy talk.
Yeah.
Nasty talk.
Nasty talk. The talk that no one else wants to talk about. But yeah, so...
How is your DM looking lately? How are your DMs
You know what?
looking?
Even though I'm in a relationship and my relationship is super public, my DMs are still popping. But
Is it?
Yeah.
I
You know,
mean,
guys don't care.
You have 2 million followers, of course.
You know.
Yeah, exactly. Your
Do
DM
you
should
even-
be popping.
This is what I want to ask. Do you even check your requests?
I do.
Now
do.
and
I'm always
again.
curious. I always
Yeah,
check. And
same,
also
same,
because
same.
like, you know, promos and stuff where people like want to book something
Yeah.
or whatever. But yeah, like I still get like old flings and new flings trying to get in there. But
Wow.
these days I just ignore. So
Just block.
yeah, just ignore. I don't even open it. I see it. I just
Do you
scroll
guys
past
block your
it.
exes?
Do I block my exes? Certain exes, yes.
No?
Nah. Mine's came up on my For Your page
For your
yesterday. But I don't want to block because then I look like I'm bothered and I'm not. Do you know what I'm saying?
I feel like women more likely to block their exes.
Have you ever slid in DMs? I've done my
Probably I
fair
did.
share of sliding in DMs.
Yeah, I've slid in DM.
I think we all did. I would
Mhm.
lie if I say I never did, but like a little fire sign, a little this.
I remembered the maddest one I probably did that I knew I probably wasn't gonna get a response was Idris Elba before he got married.
And no,
What did you-
oh,
I
what
love
did you
him
say?
though.
really.
What did
He
you
gives
say?
me bad vibes.
I think I
don't know
said I
why.
need one. I think I said I need one day with you. I don't know what I said. I said something like that.
And did he reply?
What do you think?
No, he
He's
didn't
serious? Do you
open
think he's
it.
valid?
I love him. I think he's so sexy. Everything about
Really?
him.
I feel like
he's
love
old.
him. I like him old like that. With white hairs and everything. I like him old sometimes.
Wow.
No, I like them.
Experience.
I like young, like my age or like.
I feel like
2
guys
years
like
younger.
grows as well
Both.
as they're getting older.
I like experience. I like kind of
Yeah.
big daddy, you know,
You like a daddy.
daddy.
Wow.
Daddy.
I don't know. Like my boyfriend used to say, like he's a musician. He used to rap like he's not even not gonna be a good wife. He doesn't have daddy issues or
Mhm.
something. And I was like, boy, I don't have daddy issues. So I don't know. You probably got with the wrong girl, but I'm very much confident in myself. And he's the first younger man I ever dated. Matter of fact, I never dated a
Mhm.
younger guy before.
How
so
old is sorry?
he's 6 years younger than me. I'm 31 this September, and he's
Oh, look
25
at
in
you. Sugar
November.
mama.
First time, and I said I'm never gonna date a younger
But I feel
man.
like young guys just. I feel like even guys at 25 aren't even men yet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
but from
So
from
much.
my
You can't really
experience-
say
from
that. I
my
feel like it's a bit like just-
Majority are though.
It depends.
you know,
I guess.
I don't know. I feel like with my experiences, like my previous partner was actually 7 years older than me. He was a big baby. I think men in general are big babies
Mhm.
forever. But I'm talking about like mentality wise. I feel like a lot of times it depends on the upbringing. You know, sometimes they have a very
100%.
tough upbringing and
Yeah.
they have to grow up a bit earlier.
I think
so.
I'm quite not young for my age, but like I'm still kind of. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I jail
Yeah,
better with like 23,
I see what you mean.
24.
You have a baby energy. Like even I told you today, you are like my little sister. You know.
Baby energy.
Well, I
Yeah.
am Jess. the
I'm
baby,
always
innit?
told I'm a big baby.
Yeah,
Are you?
I can be.
In some aspects, yeah. I like to be babied. I like my man to baby me and spoil me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
See, I do like that, but I always end up being the one that.
I had
looking
arguments
after
in my
them.
past with my boyfriend because he used to tell me that how much I don't let him treat me. Because in my previous relationship, I got so scarred because my ex-boyfriend was a bum in every
Mm.
single aspect of his life. He never worked, never done anything for himself. That I used to be the man and a woman in a relationship.
Mm.
And now my current relationship is the only place where I can feel like I can be vulnerable. And I can, he's the one to listen, don't work because obviously I'm a freelance makeup artist. I do my own schedule. And if I'm not careful with myself, I work sometimes so many days, I don't even realize I work because I'm so used to this mindset. Trauma, isn't it?
Yeah.
But regardless, he's younger, he's
You do.
100%.
I feel like you do look after them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like genuinely
do.
a female should look after a male.
No, yeah, 100%.
But that's the thing. That's why you have to choose.
I feel like
Everyone
it
has
should
their
be
roles.
balanced. though,
Yeah,
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
balance,
saying?
100%. That's key, balance. But
Exactly.
everyone has roles in relationship. I mean, I think that I always dabble in and out of like, you know, like
Be
the norms
independent.
and like, you know, women and men roles. I still have that because of my culture, because obviously I come from
Yeah.
Latino. Like my mom's always been, you know, the one that cooks, cleans, takes
Yeah.
care of the house. So I still have that embedded
Yeah, that's
in
like
me.
me as well though. Like
But
I do that as well. I like to look after my man. Like,
But at the same time, it's like I'm not a slave. I'm not a fucking maid. Like I'll do things out of love because obviously, like, and also because I don't want to
Yeah.
live in a pigsty. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I pay my way. I take care of myself in a lot of ways. So it's like it's not to be expected that I'm just gonna be scrubbing and cleaning
independent
floors all
woman.
day, 24/7.
And on the
I
top
ain't
of it,
doing
you're
that.
still earning your money.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
there's a problem with love relationship now. I feel like the balance is just so off in this road. Like
Mhm.
I feel like as a woman, you do have to look after the man.
No,
In
yeah,
my culture as well, like I
100%.
see my mom, I see my stepmom doing it with my dad, but I also see my dad working really hard, you know, like bringing the money home. And now my stepmom retired earlier because my dad cannot look after her, but that's how the rules
Yeah.
are.
But
So-
there has
that's
to be
what
balance,
I need.
though.
I need to
100%.
meet a man so I can retire.
No, but I don't. But you see, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have no issue with that. But I see a lot of times the females who like just I just want to be a housewife. I just
No,
don't want to
100.
do nothing. Like I'm not gonna lie.
I
Maybe
don't
when,
ever want to be.
no,
just
I
a
don't. I want to be a
housewife.
rich wife. I want to be a rich wife.
I
I'd
want
be
to always
bored.
be doing something. I definitely want to retire from the sex working industry, but I never not want to make my own money.
See,
Hell
this
no.
is the thing, right? This is my issue. I was saying to her earlier, right? I don't even know if I'm like really in the sex work industry because I enjoy it or because the money's too good.
No,
But it's like sometimes I'm like, I do want to retire and like find someone because I just feel like when I'm in it, like I'm not going to find someone.
of course, babe, but don't put so much pressure. So
hard
you're
though.
25 though, babe.
25,
You know what I mean? So you still have
But I was like, oh, I'm
time.
going to be out by the time I'm 25, spunked all my money. Then I'm like, I'm going to be out by
But
the time
babe,
I'm
20,
26.
like honestly, you shouldn't want to be out at 25. Juice it out.
Yeah.
You're already doing it. You've already
Exactly.
put yourself out there. So I would like squeeze all the juice
And
you
I
can
say
out
that
of
to
the
her,
industry.
like, it's so annoying because like yous even say it yourself, I do not live up to my potential. Like I don't even post. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like,
But
I need
it's
to
more
get
if
to that
it's-
space.
yeah.
I'm too comfortable with what I get monthly from not doing anything.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I understand where you're coming from, and I understand where you're coming from. I feel like just do because I was at one point in your shoes because I
Yeah.
backed out of doing OnlyFans because I wanted to chase my dream to be a makeup artist and make the bag. But exactly when money gets involved and your spending getting involved, and when you earn more money, you generally spend more money as well. Right now, I'm at this like I maxed out. Like that's all what I can do right now regarding makeup. That's why I'm thinking, should I go back onto OnlyFans? Because
But also, you have both put yourselves out there already.
Exactly.
So you
And that's
might
even
as
my,
well.
Even my mum said that to me. She went, "You've put yourself out there now. You've put 1 foot in. You may as well put 2 feet in." But it's just like it's weird because like, see, sometimes I love being in that industry and I'm like, it's fun. I do
Yeah,
what
of
I love the
course.
lifestyle. Then other times it's like it gets on top of me and I'm like, I can't be fucked to do this. I can't be fucked to do that.
But baby, it's
But
fun.
it's a
That's like with
job, innit?
anything. You know,
with
that's
everything
like
in your life, do you think I always
everything
want
in
to do
life.
makeup? Sometimes I'm just don't even want to get up. That's
Yeah.
you need to find the balance. It's the same. Exactly.
How-
Say,
right,
darling,
so
maintain your balance.
See from someone like you, right? That's like so successful, made so much. How do you still have the motivation that you post so much? Like that's where I lack because I'm so comfortable. I'm like,
I
can you
post
post
so
how
much
do you,
'cause
how
I-
do you have the
But
motivation?
you keep it. But this is what I want to be like that.
Okay,
My mum
so-
says that. How does Lisa post so much and you don't? I'm like,
My
I'm
mo-
lazy.
okay, so my posting is because I have a lot of content. I have content for fucking days. I'll sometimes recycle content. That's what I do
Yeah.
sometimes when I can't be bothered to post, or I'm not mentally in a good space to create new content.
Yeah.
I just post old stuff. But honestly, what pushes me every day is that I never want to be broke again. Like I never want to be
Yeah.
broke. That's my motivation. And I also like the lifestyle that I have. And to continue to maintain this lifestyle, I need to make
Yeah.
a certain amount of money. And that's what literally motivates me every day. I was telling you when we were talking, this weekend I went and booked a hotel and got out of my house and created content. And I needed that motivation again because honestly, it gets very hard to work at home and in the same walls
I feel
continue
like
to
we
make
should
content.
do that next week.
Yeah.
I feel like that would like plunge me back into it.
Yes,
like,
let's
I'm
do
collabing,
it.
I'm collabing this Saturday for the first time in a long time, and I'm excited. Do you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
like,
And then
I'm
just
gonna
other
go
thing
back
I want to
and
obviously
done.
like highlight it. I feel like for you, it's easy to create content because you have your partner and your partner is there. Like
Mhm.
with you, it's all about organization. You have to get,
But I could
and you I guess
easily
you just
get
don't.
It's not
collabs
hard
for-
to get
It's
collabs though,
not,
Kitty. It's
like,
really not.
There's a few
It's-
guys that are popping in the UK and they've
Yeah.
all messaged me.
It's
to
not
collab.
hard to
Do you
get
know what I mean?
I don't know,
But it's
for me,
more,
just
it's more a me thing. Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I
not
wouldn't just be
feeling myself.
bothered to like maybe just I'm in the wrong like
Yeah.
I'm not
But-
in this mindset
But
anymore.
work, just work is work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, work is work. So it's
But
like,
we all have off days anyway. Like,
but like
Yeah.
I feel shit as well because I've got assistants and like they've not really got much to work with because I'm being lazy and unmotivated.
And they're still getting paid, isn't
and
it?
It's crazy. But like, I mean, they hold me up. There was times, do you know what I mean? I wasn't even doing my thing and they were helping me. So like I give them credit for that. But I definitely just want to get back into it. Just get it done. Because I do, see when I'm feeling myself, I do enjoy it. I do love it. But it's just that times when you're not, you're like, I can be
And the
fucked.
only time you take days off when you're on your period, isn't it?
I take every day off.
Oh man, like
Every day I'm
honestly,
chilling.
like that's why I kind of want to get more into anal because I feel like on my period days I could definitely like do anal content, but I just need to get more.
Right,
more
doesn't
comfortable with that
your
content.
man
Have you
have
done
sex with you
anal
when you're on
though?
your period?
No, my man is anti-sex. On my
What?
period.
No,
Not even
for us,
late-
period
late
sex
periods.
is
You know
fine.
what it is
Towel.
because I have the IUD as my contraception. My periods are very heavy.
What the coil say?
Yes, so my
How
periods are
bad is
super
it?
heavy. So that's, but I feel like even if they weren't heavy, he's very like ugh about blood.
No.
But you know, my mouth works, and I just need something to get me off. Like I'm, you know, all women we're super horny when we're on our period. So
100%.
I'll
on
suck
mine
dick
right now.
just to kind of get me off in some type of way, like because I'll get super wet from sucking dick. So that
Same,
kind of
yeah.
just. There was one night I think I sucked his dick like 8 times in a row. Like we just took breaks in between. He was like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like I ain't got no
What?
cum left in here. Like the fuck."
My boyfriend is not about the head that much. I'm not
But
gonna
I
lie.
know-
He likes it. He loves
Your
it. I'm not-
boyfriend's an alien.
Oh, he's really good. I mean,
No,
like,
he is.
yeah, he's like, you know, it's more for my entertainment than for. He doesn't mind it, but he prefers like interaction, like he prefers
Yeah.
kisses, and I love that. But you know what? Sometimes when you want to be a bit,
But don't you think that I think head can be very
I
intimate?
think
Eye
if
contact.
you're really
like,
into him, it's so intimate because you
Yeah.
make love to it with your
like
mouth.
I
It's not
love when
just
you
sucking
see
dick.
the guy like I like the certain position.
Yeah,
I,
and he's
I-
just like,
no, and the toe curling like
oh yeah,
they start
yeah,
crippling
yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit.
It's
Makes me
hard,
feel
right?
so
And
good.
sometimes like it's like babe, bye, it's like yeah, I'm just enjoying this so much. And I'm like, oh my God.
nah, I was sitting her, right? I was sucking this guy's dick, right? And he started laughing, and I'm like, what are you laughing at? He's like, there's just too much going on down there. And I was gassed. Like, I feel like if you really like them, you really go for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do enjoy it. I need to see for work, it's kind of jarring because you need to do it a certain way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, if you're really into the person, yeah, it's
I'm
very
not-
intimate.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. What in the previous episode we discussed, so you guys go check that out. It really does matter what angle you're doing it from, because that's what I learned from this gay guy. That guys is not just the feeling, it's
No,
the
it's the
way how you
angle.
look. And sometimes I feel like when I'm doing it, I'm like too concerned about
I
like,
had to figure out the angle with my boyfriend because he does, you know, like in our heads, we mostly think like they might want to be standing and you're on your knees on the floor. But like I actually, like my boyfriend would be laying down and I'm actually laying on
Sides.
side him. And
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah, that's the one.
I'm
that's
like
the
laying on his stomach and then I'm sucking and lifting my head
Yeah.
up. And like he likes it in the angle, like he likes how it feels in the angle.
because you
so-
know what? They can see your bum, they can see your titty, because obviously you're lifting yourself up.
Yeah,
and they
I
can
like
see your
to-
pretty face.
to be
yeah.
on like
Ooh.
to be
Yep.
arching. Do you know what I mean? Just arching, and then you're just like making that
Yeah.
eye contact, and you just know it's a vibe, and you've got candles and all that kind of
Do you
shit.
swallow?
Aw,
Yeah.
Do you swallow?
Yes.
Do you swallow?
of
Always.
course.
Do you like cum in your face?
Even
Love
sometimes
it.
I'm like, ugh,
Me too.
but sometimes
It's a good
just-
facial, isn't it?
I'm gonna tell you one thing, yeah.
I used to say, "Made your teeth white."
My mom, as a kid.
People would be like, "How's your teeth so white?" I'd be like,
Oh,
"Have you
what?
done-" I swear.
Do you know what they love in content? Cum swapping. Have you done cum swapping?
No.
I've done cum
Oh
swapping.
my God, that's my dream.
I'm so amateur.
I would love
I've not
to
done
do it.
nothing.
I would love, I never done anything like that. And that's the reason I would love to do a freestyle.
But you know
because-
what, right? I was actually thinking this, right? I was looking through Twitter. Right, see as much as like, see when I love sucking dick, like I like to spit and be all nasty and shit. But see when I'm like scrolling through Twitter and I see other people spit, it makes me sick. I'm like, oh, fuck,
Listen,
get that
like
away. I'm trying to eat.
as a kid, I used to have really bad acne, yeah. And mom, I spoke about my mom is a very sexual person. My mom used to tell me, listen, you need cum on your face. My mom used to literally tell me that. I
She
know
ain't lying.
she's gonna get a lot of hate for this kind of thing, that what kind of mother she is, but turned out just fine. She literally used to tell me, listen, cum is the best thing for acne. You need to start to have sex. I was 18, I lost my virginity.
I'm
So she was
dead.
pushing me. But
Oh yeah,
yeah.
cum is good. Cum is
cum is
good for the
very,
skin.
I did my research what is actually in it. and it's actually a bunch of good stuff.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
But does it not? Is it got bare calories though?
But it also depends on
But
your
your
man's
body-
diet. It actually depends.
My
Your
boyfriend's
man's
so
got the
sweet.
cleanest diet. He's probably got the
Listen,
cleanest cum
it's
ever.
so sweet, and like every time I swallow it, it looks at me. Oh my god! I hope my aunt is not watching this.
I swear, diet matters though. Like I remember, like
It's a sweet
one American guy I was seeing. All he would do is drink Hennessy and smoke backwards. His fucking cum tasted so
Bitter.
nasty.
Did you say
like,
Blackwoods?
backwards?
Oh.
I hate the smell of backwards. If
I
you've been
used
to
to smoke-
America,
when
What
I lived
backwards?
in,
know what
no,
backwards
when I lived in
is.
Florida, I used to
Brown
smoke them. I
cigars,
used to smoke
right?
them.
in the strip club, like they're all
I
smoking.
did,
I
man,
used
I
to
can't
come
lie.
home and my hair would smell of fucking backwards. Like I used to hate that
I
smell.
said
like,
backwards the whole time I've been calling them Blackwards.
oh, I hate backwards.
No, but even when I lived in Florida, I used to smoke them. Them and cans of Four Locos. That was my diet.
So your man fucks you in your period.
100%. He's actually said because he's anemic. That's the reason he loves it, because of the smell of a
But
blood.
he likes the smell of blood.
Yeah, he's a weirdo,
Interesting.
isn't he? I don't know. He said because he's anemic, so he finds it.
I know that some men like it because it's wetter. Obviously, like the blood
He literally fucks me on and off my period all the time,
Yeah.
and it's been a habit since we've been together. And
makes nice.
you know, yeah, and also I read about if you have an orgasm, your period, like the actual like belly ache, the cramps are gone. because it works against your cramps.
Yeah.
So every time if I complain, my
This
belly
is
hurts.
the first partner that I have that actually has a problem with period sex. I've never had an issue with period sex.
I think light period sex is calm, but I feel like it's proper.
Yeah, like I be
But
tricking him. I
does
be
it
tricking him
stop?
like I'm finished,
Yeah.
and I'm still spotting, but I lie.
Yeah, we all lie, I think.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
he
like my
did.
boyfriend doesn't mind it, but like it happened to me. I
Uh-huh.
wanted to link this guy when I was single, yeah. And I was like, oh my god, fuck, he's still on. And you know, like obviously I didn't allow him to do anything before, but we was having sex. I was like, oh my god, you fucked me so hard, I'm bleeding. How did you do that?
But you know what? There's tricks, and I've learned them when I used to escort. Like obviously, there's tricks on stopping your period, and I used to do them all the time. I used to do the sponge.
My friend used to use
The
it, and I
sponge
never done it.
works.
I have big nails. I don't
Do
know how
what?
would I.
So you use a sponge. You put a you can use it as a makeup sponge, or you can use like any type of sponge. But makeup sponge are usually the best because they're smooth and they're small. So you just put a sponge in and you can fuck.
But you can actually get like a period sponge.
But
I know
wait,
that,
how
right?
do you
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
if there's a sponge inside? Does it just like
Beauty blender, you mean?
Yeah, no,
So-
literally, you can use
so
a makeup
you
sponge or the
got
little
a
triangle
sponge
makeup sponges.
and then they're fucking you with the sponge inside?
Yeah.
you? But how do
Wait,
you pull the sponge back out?
You have to literally dig out for it.
Oh, that's long.
There's been times where I swear I was like, I can't fucking find it. Like I literally like
See,
I'm for
that-
hours digging it.
That's when
My
small
friend ended,
dicks
yeah,
come
no,
in handy.
my friend had to actually go to the clinic and have it removed.
Yeah,
'cause
that's
she couldn't,
long.
like,
I would
find
just,
it. Like,
I,
it
no,
was
I would
bad.
just wait it out, man.
But
I guess it happens. Though. It's
no,
not-
and like you know what else works? Ibuprofen. If you take a bunch of ibuprofen, because basically it's a
people say just
what's
take the pill as well, innit?
yeah.
Or,
Oh, well, I
or
don't
there's
take-
a pill for stopping.
Yeah,
period.
I can't take the pill, so I had to do the
I hate
Advil
it.
thing. I took a bunch of Advils, and that would stop my period.
You know how you said you're on the UDI or whatever? Is that what it's
IUD.
called? The coil?
Yeah, the coil.
Do you not think it's the best thing ever?
I
love
do.
it.
I
think it's-
you forget that it's
Right,
there.
okay, yeah, when you've got your periods, you're a fucking...
I'm a monster.
You're-
with my
yeah, if they're
period.
so heavy,
so
No, you're
horny.
not.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
hot.
heavy
No,
and you're
I'm
horny,
angry.
but
I'm
it's
not
Oh
the
no,
horny.
best
I'm
thing
angry.
ever.
angry and horny, both things. But I'm super
Yeah.
angry as
But
well. I'm
the
devil.
UDI, have you got the coil one? The copper one?
Yeah, the
sorry.
copper coil. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got no hormones. Best
Yeah.
thing ever.
I can't have
Some
hormones.
Best thing
Yeah.
ever.
I'm on a patch.
Yeah, same. I
And
had
I've
to
been
come
on
off
it
it
for
before.
like 7 years now, because I tried many things before, and now I think it's time for me to change it. But my boyfriend really pushing me to actually come off from the contraception as it is.
Fam, I would be
And I said
so
I would be
hormonal.
Why
pregnant.
don't you do the copper coil? It's so
That's what they
nice.
offer. That's what the doctor offered to me. I'm not gonna lie, maybe because
It's the
because
worst. It's see getting it.
I
it's
believe
horrible.
you. I believe,
Yeah.
I believe you
Horrible.
guys. But the thing is, yeah, that's first the pain. I don't take pain
Nah.
really well. And secondly, in my culture, in my country, the coil is after you give birth. So my mom has the coil.
Mm.
So for me, in my head, I don't want to have something what's like my mom had after the baby. So I'm probably gonna go on either like the implant. But
No, I don't want
No,
anything with hormones. Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm,
I have
I'm
already-
so opposed
You're
to
the
the
same as
hormone
me,
stuff.
fam. I can't
So
do it.
bad for you.
I
You-
tried to do the pill. I was fucking an emotional.
Do you remember the
wreck.
Yasmin pill? Right.
That's
I
what they
used
give
to
it
take
to me.
Yasmin back. You know, Yasmin is banned in America because it gives cancer.
Wow.
This is why
No.
I'm telling you, do not do hormone because all that stuff is so
Facts.
bad. Like,
See the coil getting it is horrible. It's horrible experience. It's sore. You can. It's just. I went into this like horrible hospital. They put it up. Like she had no sympathy. She's just like fucking take it, blah blah. And I'm just lying there. It was horrible. See after it is the best thing I ever done.
I believe you
yeah,
guys.
And getting
I
it out,
must say,
getting it
I
out
believe
is
you.
not as bad.
I
getting it
believe
out.
you, but like as I'm on a contraception
You
patch
don't
what has
need to
estrogen
worry.
in it, so it's not. There's no masculine hormones in
I
it.
feel
Apparently.
like
This is the nicest, and the problem with it because it's the best. I feel like they barely want to give it to. I'm a big girl, so they say obviously when you're bigger, you actually set high risk of a bunch of things in it, and I always have to fight my nurse to give it to me. And like it's not like I'm fighting it, but like they just really funny.
what are
with
you
it.
talking about?
like,
the
'cause it's
implant?
expensive.
No, I think it is. I think
That must be the reason why they're just so-
Every patch
yeah.
is very expensive, but for me the pill didn't work. I was a mental mess on it. Like I was just crying and I had no sex drive and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know. Like I feel like I said to my boyfriend, my fear is with the contraception is not having periods at all because I do love having my periods, regardless. I'm becoming
It's
a
a fresh
monster on
start,
it.
innit?
I don't know. I feel like it's also for me because I'm quite spiritual. It has a very spiritual meaning to it. I think
I
it's
like
a
having my
cleansing.
period.
I've got mine
Same,
right
yeah.
now, and
I
I
feel
know next week I'm fresh as fuck.
I love knowing
It's a
that I'm
start.
fertile. I just love knowing.
Yeah,
that I
and
can
it's a
have
start.
baby.
Like I feel like the week leading up and the week I've got it, I'm a mess. See the week after that, I'm gonna be glowing. Like that's me. Do you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like it's always a fresh start for me.
I absolutely agree. So I feel
Yeah,
like people
100.
who not having because even a doctor was like, "Oh, it's okay not to have periods," and I was like, "I don't know, but I wanna have my periods."
No,
so
of course. Having a period just tells you that you are a woman and you
Yeah.
can have children. Like
You're not
you
pregnant.
want to have a period. Exactly. And that you're not fucking pregnant. You know when you're just waiting for your period to come.
Honestly.
Like,
yeah,
that's
it's like
the
oh,
worst.
Yeah,
I don't
and I
know.
get super emotional leading up to it as well. Like I do some out of pocket shit,
So
and then I'm like,
emotional.
and
why
I
am
love I love a
acting
junk
like
food.
weirdo?
I can have junk
Come.
food, justify
Oh, no,
junk
junk-
food.
I need junk food. I need
Mm.
like
Li-
and
Don't
I get
chat
in this
to me
mood
about
where
that.
I'm like, fuck off, but cuddle me. Like that's
Yeah.
literally what I'm like my whole period. Like
I
I'm
I
so
pick a
hard
fight.
with
I
my
pick a
boyfriend.
fight. I
Yeah.
pick a fight. We all need to get together in our
I
period.
eat too
We
much.
should.
I
I
mean,
have a great
I
idea, but I'm
eat
not
too
going to tell it on the podcast because I don't want no one to steal my idea, but I'll tell you guys
Yeah,
later.
don't
on
Nice.
because
private. I have
people
this
be
idea
stealing
for-
ideas
for
left,
women
right,
and
and centre.
periods. Like I'm gonna tell you guys later. But
Nice.
yeah, no, I think all women can relate. Like periods is just like.
But
it's
do
a
you guys
madness.
have sex on your period? Write us in comments. You want to
Yeah,
see
let
what's the
us know,
opinion.
like,
How do you feel about period
Mhm.
sex? Do you think it's like it's unfair on women that men does someone have sex when you're on your period?
no, 100%.
I think it's unfair.
Honestly, this is like I said, this is my first relationship where my man doesn't want to fuck me on my period, and I've kind of just adapted to it. Like I said, I suck a lot of dick, and I also play a lot with my vibrator, and I kind of just get by.
But you would rather him to do the
I
job.
wouldn't mind him, but I won't lie. Sometimes it's so heavy, and I feel so nasty
The
that
coil, you're
I
fucked.
don't even want to anyway. It's super.
It flows. It's horrible.
It's like
Yeah.
I'm part in the Red Sea sometimes. It's
this
too
is what I
much.
said to my
For me, it's
mum,
not
right?
that bad.
I
Though, I'm not
see-
gonna lie.
It's the
so.
IUD, babe.
See, when I get
Yeah.
my periods on the coil, I'm slumped for the week. I can't do nothing. I can't go to the gym. Nothing.
No, I
Nothing.
still go gym.
No, I'm slumped. I'm like, fam, I'm in my bed. Like my housemate came in another day.
Honestly,
She's like, get
babe,
up, do something. I'm like, nah, I've got my
exercise
period, fam.
helps your period so much. Like, and I remember when I was in,
But I don't want to be in the gym squatting and shit.
yeah, when I used to try to skip PE in school for my periods, my teacher used to always say to me, "No, you're not skipping. You know how good exercise is for your period." And I used
Really?
to not,
That's what your
that's
PE
no,
not-
I
was?
swear. And I used to be like, "Fuck off!" Like it's not. But now when I'm
No,
training
I
during my
don't want to do
period, it
nothing.
helps me so much mentally and just physically. Like it just helps me. Helps my period. But I do feel like the coils like just makes your period so much heavier. You know, like it just does.
As
And they tell you that it settles after a year.
that's the only downfall about it. But
Yeah.
like, I mean, I've heard like people get pregnant and shit on it, but that's like any contraception. Do you know
But
what I'm
babe, it's like what, like 90% or something that you might get pregnant. Like I've
saying?
been-
1% or
yeah,
something.
or something really
Yeah.
1%. Sorry, what I'm saying. 90%.
That's gonna say
yeah.
90%. You know, fuck,
Like
get me off
1%,
it.
But
I don't know. I feel like with period sex as well. Like when my man has sex with me on my period, it makes me feel so much better. Like I became a monster in the beginning, but it's kind of like he knows how to play with the dragon. You know, like he's like, you know what, like
yeah.
he knows how to
okay,
tame you.
yeah, he tamed me with that.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, cool, I'm fine now. We can chill for the next 3 days. But definitely period sex is a yes for me. So, and I'm glad for my man as well, because not all of the guys are really about it. But I understand, you know, not everybody's into body fluids like that, I guess.
No, some people are really about cleanliness. I just don't really like anything.
Yeah.
To do. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, I'm not.
But it
It's
stops
not- it's
anyway.
not a
I
deal
feel like
breaker
it
for me.
stops when you're having sex. Your period does stop a bit. Like it gets
I
like
can't imagine my period stopping. I don't even want to just like gross out my.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
don't
our
even want to
listeners. So I'm not
chat
even gonna
about
get into it.
I
but
know
it's
exactly
not
what it's
doable,
like.
mate.
I know
It's
what
not
it's like, fam,
doable,
because
mate.
I've got the same thing, you know. But like, yeah.
But I wouldn't change my contraception for the world. 'Cause
No, me
honestly, like
neither.
I've done all different types of contraception, and I have
100.
it doesn't work for me.
It's the coil was the best.
And I'm
The copper coil was the best.
No,
You
and I'm
guys-
super
we
fertile.
should get a paid commercial for this because you literally raved about it.
Honestly, promoting.
We gotta
promoting copper coils.
listen, skip ad in a bit.
Honestly.
But guys, yeah, we want to hear more from you. We
Yeah.
want you guys to leave feedback, any questions, any suggestions of what content you guys want us to
Honestly,
speak
from
about.
us.
And we're not therapists, but obviously, like, if you have anything that you want to share with us that you might relate into things that we've spoken about and maybe want some advice because it's something that we've been through, then do share. We'd love to.
Love to hear
I
it.
feel like this whole episode's been about periods and contraception.
I feel like
we
maybe
speak
the
about
last
anything
15
else.
minutes- But you know
Sex
what?
education.
I feel like periods are a big part of women's life. I think all women can relate
Yeah.
about that subject.
100.
And yeah, it's interesting because I'm the only one that isn't having period sex. So
I'm not really. I'm only on
No,
a
don't
leg
hate on
day.
me.
It'll be interesting to know
How you
from
guys-
other women what your sex life is when you're on your period. So yeah, it was a good show, ladies.
good-
And
Mhm.
we'll see you on the next one.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.